Hi, my name is Helaina Jolly, and I am a broker relationship leader with Munich Re Specialty. Today, I have the pleasure of speaking with Bob Duffner. Bob is part of our Public Entity Risk Solutions team. In addition, Bob is our subject matter expert for educational risks that we write through the Public Entity team. Bob, as we're sitting today, the marketplace is pretty dynamic. In particular, as it relates to education, whether that's K through 12 or higher education, what are some of the trends that we're seeing?
Thank you, Helaina. So talking about the educational space, I think it's important to bifurcate both the K through 12 space and the higher education space as far as trends. They have some similarities, but also differences. Speaking through the K through 12, currently coming out of COVID and the pandemic, we're still seeing restrained resources causing some concerns within the public school educator space. Mainly the educators just feeling burned out, creating massive staffing shortages. And while emerging educator shortages predate the pandemic, they have expanded in the last few years to other positions such as nurses, bus drivers, and support staff. The bus drivers and nurses seem to have the biggest impact right now in the K through 12 space, where our school districts are not able to find qualified individuals for these roles. Similarly, violent events, it's the headline risk within the industry. School shootings, the FBI has reported that there is an increased frequency of these events. And while only the most extreme violent event headlines grab public attention, statistics indicate violent events are on the rise. Why this is imperative to plan for the unthinkable. Law enforcement changes. Most people think of law enforcement specific to our municipality book, but obviously our school districts are also employing both law enforcement and school resource officers. The law enforcement and policing are experiencing major shifts in how services are mobilized and provided. Staffing shortages, changing public sentiment toward the police, and increased violence are a few of the critical trends impacting law enforcement, not only for the municipalities, but also the educational space. Sexual misconduct. Although this is nothing new, schools are facing a growing and unique risk when it comes to confronting and combating sexual misconduct. It is critical to have procedures in place to manage reports, accusations, and investigations. Each district's policies should detail how allegations must be reported, to whom, the specific steps of investigation process, and how the results of the investigation will be communicated. And then finally, bullying. Mounting evidence suggests that bullying in schools can have long-lasting effects on victims' mental, social, academic, and physical health. What's more, it can impact both those that are targeted and others in the environment who witness it ongoing. This is why it's imperative that bullying awareness and prevention remain top of mind and incorporated into risk management strategies. Switching over to the higher ed space. Social inflation and nuclear verdicts are dramatically increasing the size of settlements faced by higher education institutions. Challenging financial pressures experienced by many colleges and universities are increasing stress from continued rate increases over the past 4 years across all lines of business. The other key points that speak about within the higher education space is the amount of headline risks that are driving the marketplace and the industry's view of the overall higher education marketplace. Some examples of the headline risks included but not limited to the following: congressional hearing and regarding free speech and discrimination, antitrust news articles, gun violence on campus, the sexual misconduct claims, specifically the Michigan State and USC claims, the recent Washington Post stories regarding boosters controlling the Auburn football program, and then finally, and most recent, is the integration of transgender sports within academia. Additional trends around employment practices liability and the increased severity we are seeing across the space. Plaintiffs' attorneys have found are holding institutions hostage, and they're either requiring them to settle for much higher values or incur additional defense costs.
Bob, thank you for that very insightful answer. You covered a number of the trends that are impacting both the K through 12 space in addition to higher education. For Munich Re clients, in addition to the underwriting expertise that we bring to client relationships, what are some of the other resources that we make available to our clients to help them with the trends that we're seeing in the marketplace?
Thanks, Helaina. The number one solution that Munich Re is offering our clients is the mycommunityworkplace.org solution, which is free to all of our clients. It's a risk management tool that provides sample policy procedures for sexual abuse reporting. It also provides legal expertise for these headline risks and what you might be seeing within your institution. Finally, the violent events cover, which is actually an insurance product that Munich Re offers, which helps with the additional costs incurred in the event of an active shooter or a violent event at your school.